I'm sorry, good evening. I'm sorry, today my voice a bit sexy. Since morning until now, I've been sneezing, then doing my duty also because they keep coming down. So I just woke up, not this. Uh, oh, there's your number. Okay, now go. It's the last date. But wait for Minion to come in, then we'll talk about it, about the exam things. Okay, one can not to worry, okay, and not to worry about that you will miss out or anything, okay? Right, so don't worry about it. And please, for goodness sake, no one please apologize to me, say, oh, Uncle Raymond, I'm sorry, I cannot make it on this. Don't, please. 我会折寿啊，不要哈，因为这是 Uncle Raymond 的一番心意，希望可以帮助你们 go the okay. So don't worry. Not good. Are you okay? Can you hear me now, Raymond?
Wait, what? Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi was not stable. Okay, yeah. All right. Good evening, everyone. Since all of you are here, I like your straightforwardness, Raymond and Jialing and Wang Gang. Like 没有优柔寡断，听过这句话吗 ？No procrastination.
Yes.
有听过吗？
Yes.
Yes. So it's like straightforward. You can make it, you make it. You cannot make it, you don't need to care whether who is coming in to join, whether who is there or what is this. So you just know that if you can make it, you just come. Then just move on, right? Correct, Raymond? I like your email. You just say, okay, Uncle Raymond, I can come tomorrow. That's it. You don't bother who is coming, what is it, how long, what are we going to do after that? I like your style. Okay, 我们要做大事的人不可优柔寡断. Seriously, we don't care what other things is happening. Okay, we must know what it is, right, in real life. And I'm talking to an invisible Mian. Oh my goodness, how she do that, man? Oh, must be disappear her, make her disappear. Okay, never mind. Not funny, I know. Okay, for those of you who are coming, Gavin, Raymond, and Jialing, all you need to do is that Wang Kang, I know you're having tuition, so sorry. You are coming tomorrow. Is at Grassroots Club. This Yio Chu Kang MRT station, right? So when you go into the Grassroots Club, you see the main door, right? You see the main door. I think Gavin know if you want to meet up with them, can please, okay? You go to the main door, of course, Gavin, you can bring them there. You can coordinate there. I'll put in all of you in the group chat. You all don't mind to share your handphone, All don't mind, You all mind? No, Jialing and Wang Kang, okay, Don't mind, So stop it, Xing Yuan. After I go and get one big xiong mao and go over you. Okay, so what you need to do is go to the main entrance. But you don't need to go to Malaysia, Gavin. You're not going,
Afternoon.
Afternoon, then you go. Oh, okay.
Because of
what? Say. Because of what?
Because of me.
Because of you. So Xing Yuan, you're not coming in, confirm. I will not be printing your paper. You will come on Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, that's good. It's good to join the Wednesday because your classmates are all coming on Wednesday. So when you're going to the main entrance, there's this cafeteria called Common Folks. Okay, Common Folks. I will type the name of the restaurant, Common Folks. Okay. So please, if you can, bring your own foolscap paper. I will definitely bring my foolscap paper just in case not enough. Okay, because you're going to write an entire exam paper. So one can not to worry. Okay. I will pass it to you once they completed the exam. Same as Mian, okay? Mian, are you there? Why are you putting a chair there and you're not there? Very funny, very weird. Okay, so Wang Kang, don't worry. I will send it to you, okay? Then, of course, I think must be honest and sincere, Wang Kang, when you're doing the exam paper, don't do SPQ one day, then next day do SRQ, okay? You just exactly sit there 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete the entire paper. That means you start at 2 p.m., you must end at 3:45 p.m. that kind of things. Okay, be sincere, honest. Okay, because this is a full paper to test your discipline. Okay, let's go to the lesson today about this global security and safety and sustainability. We all know that recently there's a lot of hackers and scammers going around to scam people's what do you call taking out people's cash and monies and personal data, all these things. But what got to do with your as a 16-year-old students who are taking O-level exam? What got to do with this kind of securities involving? Yes, because you have to understand. You can have the best. Remember last week, right? We are talking about HDB. I'm sorry, your landed property, right? Right. You and your husband bought a beautiful landed property. Why is it that you need top security? Just like today, I was doing my police duty in my zone Yishun. So this auntie asked, 我不会看英文字嘞，你叫我subscribe 这个什么什么anti scam 的东西哦，可是英文字我看不懂嘞。怎么办？你说 Auntie 不用紧，你看不懂。I say in Chinese because I speak to her in Mandarin。说你看不懂不用紧，你可以叫你的家人帮你看吗？你的儿子、你女儿可是有时候他们不在家嘞，怎么办？那你去找你的朋友会认识英文字的咯，还是你可以去问一下，有时候在咖啡店你可以问人家这个 message 是什么东西，对吗？哎，是哦，有道理。好处吗？ So this is where Gavin and Raymond, I use this skills already, comparison, inference, reliability skill. 我说Auntie 不用紧，你不用担心，你可以 download 这个 software。可是不是 ，sorry， 这个 apps 不是这个 message SMS 很好的，就像你在家里你家里有大门锁住对吗？是啊，你有锁头对吗？是啊，你有锁大门对吗？对，就像好像你放在一个 camera 这样咯。哦，对哦，一个 camera， 就算你不会用那个 camera， 可是你的儿子跟女儿在家里可以用那 camera 看到你在客厅吗？他说的哈，如果你懂什么事是啊，如果我不小心跌倒，好像有一个 advertisement 他讲说一个老人家躺在地上，他儿子以为他跌倒，其实他躺在地上，因为很热，看电视节目So this is where you see the extra security is to beef up right down is to beef up not only to take care of the environment surrounding. If you walk everywhere, you can see in the whole entire Singapore, everywhere you go, shopping center, except toilet, except toilet. But you know, outside the toilet also got camera women, right? Why? Why outside the toilet got camera?
Wait, you're saying that there are CCTV outside
the boy and girl shopping center.
Yeah.
Why is there a toilet a camera there?
Like I think it's to simply prevent voyeurism, like those type of activity.
Yes, hidden camera going to the female toilet. Yes, or people just dash. Sometimes I really very alert when you go to this shopping center toilet. You know why? Sometimes the male and the female, the mascot a bit weird one. Doesn't show male or female, so I must make sure that I go in the right toilet. Seriously, and some got one went to the girl toilet and pretend to come out as if nothing happened. It's not right. And so anyway, do you know in Malaysia, Gavin and Jia Ying and Wang Kan, if you go to Malaysia, I heard, I may be wrong. Even you go to the toilet in the shopping mall, also not safe. They also got a secret door behind to kidnap girls, or even in other countries as well. I'm not sure how true it is. Wang Kan, the way you look at me is like, oh, seriously, man? So Raymond, so now if you and your wife have bought a landed property, what is the most important things that you need to do for security? Write down, because it's linked to all the slides later on. So just like for today's lesson. Let's look at this slide here. What are your thoughts when you bought your landed property? How can you help by putting the extra security? Where can you help if your neighbors lack of the security? When can you get help if you need the security? Why must you put this security in place at home? Jia Ying, I heard it's a true story. Jia Ying. My mom colleague stay in Malaysia. The parents was aging parents stay at home watching TV. 所谓我们用成语光天化日之下2个土匪还是3个土匪跑进去他的 landed properties， 拿了2把菜刀还是那种什么刀go in and just take the knife and 挟制他们 say 打劫不要动。The next moment the few robbers start going to the room and ransack, and the poor old couple sitting there in front of the TV, and the neighbors is like 所谓至少门前雪 I think so, I don't know, and don't care no. And then after that, they will just take their thing and their jewelry, and then after that, when they went off, the aging parents call my mom's colleagues. That's the house. 女儿，你的家刚刚被打劫。So Wang Kang, they will say, huh? Then where were you? At home. Huh? 你们在家还会被打劫啊？是因为他拿那个刀挟制我 ，putting on their neck there. It's true, no? It's not kidding. I'm telling you, it's really true. Where the hell was the neighbor doing? You mean their neighbor are blind? I cannot see them jumping to the fence and go into the room, the house and these are. You mean when they get out, they shout, 抢劫啊，打抢. You mean all the neighbors act blur? They all put earpiece, Bluetooth, cannot hear them. So how? Do you see this in Singapore like that? Maybe yes, but the next moment the feitu, the robbers, the thief will get caught already. No, recently got a lot of cases on the road, right? Fighting, all these things, police case, right, Raymond? Right. So today I was doing my job as a police officer. One of the member of the public said, wow, you 现在当警察不容易啊，哎，输嘞 ，very tough 哎，以前当警察可以打人的，50年前真的可以打人的，家里这个亲眼看到 ，okay, because I was being spot checked by the police officer and I really saw one of the police officer, go and punch to one of the guy because he's very stuck up. 他讲话很那个 stuck up, so he deserve it, that guy. Okay, so Raymond, come back to you. So I start first, If I have I bought a $5 million house, okay, it's a landed property. The first thing is that I want to know my neighborhood because I 学会到孟母三迁. I want to know my neighborhood. Okay, that's very important. And it's true, guys. You don't just buy the house near the school because of your children, but you also must know the neighborhood and the amenities, right? All the like shopping center, food courts, what do you call library, or even neighborhood police posts or things like that, right? So Raymond, so that's Uncle Raymond. I want to know my neighborhood. All of you think, why? What is the securities? Now you see, Wang Kang, Jia Ying, and Mian Mian, you see, as a girl, 你住在 landed property usually 是很偏僻的 right? Correct or not? Very, those the bus stop that very far or MRT. 那你晚上回家当然是会怕吗？可能你可以叫你哥哥、你的老公、你的儿子等你 but not every day like that, correct or not? Sometimes they are busy, correct? Or maybe your husband go for reservist, or no, your son happen to be study things. Then you cannot ask your helper to bring your German Shepherd out, right? Maybe your German Shepherd also very tired. Oh, Mom, I'm very tired. I don't feel like going to walk. So something like that. So how? Right, dangerous, right? Think about this. I need the hey, please don't type all these things in my group chat. All right, don't mind. I only social study. Don't type me chemicals, means, please. Thank you. So I only want SS. Don't get them to involve all these things suddenly defocus. Thank you. So you see, it's very important that the girls need to have 防燃气. You know what? You know there's one thing when you pull the thing, very out, right? And I also need to know if my neighborhoods if there's this place got a lot of people drinking one, right? Raymond, a lot of people drinking, then I feel I won't buy the house nearby. There's a lot of pubs, I won't buy a place where there's a lot of sorry, no racist or whatever it is, where this group of people always hang around for smoking, all these things. Oh my goodness. I will not want to buy the house no matter how good the house is. Will you want to buy a house opposite cemetery? No, right? And can you imagine at night you brush your teeth, then suddenly got body a body just fly through without the head, and then followed by the head. They say, oh, there go their heads. Oh my God. In Bukit Timah, Macritchie, not Bukit Timah, Macritchie there. This group are all landed property. Opposite is cemetery. I don't know how they've been staying there for donkey of years. Can you imagine 7 years? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wang Kang. Very scary. Mom, he's waving to me. Son, how many times I tell you not to lie? But it's true. It's not 1, it's 3. Oh my goodness. Yin yang yan. So the neighborhood is very important. So when you need to have a good facilities, right? So neighborhood. Yeah, okay, back to you, Raymond.
So if I were to have a landed property, to ensure my security, I would what I would do is that I would place CCTV cameras inside my house, and then I would install applications on my computer or my phone, just any electronic device, and then I can always check the CCTV cameras. So if anything were to happen, if I wasn't at home, I would be able to know instantly and carry out the following like steps. For example, if a burglar were to just rob my house or something, I will be alerted like within a short period of time. So this would so I am able to call the police or whatever the authorities in time and inform them of it. So that's what I would do to
Thank
place
you very-
CCTV cameras.
Thank you very much. That reminds me of the recent story. Guys, you can Google now. About this old auntie jaywalking along the Bedok, north of Bedok something. Then it was hit by a waste management truck. And the waste management sorry, something wrong with my title medicine. The waste management okay, let me go down. The waste management truck, the 800 Super, knocked her down. Okay, Jia Ying. Okay, Jia Ying. Why I know? Because my friend today is working with me and he works in the 800 Super management. So I said, hey, is it true? Your driver knocked down the auntie, no? Yeah. Oh, then I asked first question. Hey, is it true that auntie jaywalking? Yes. How do I know is it true? Can anyone tell me? Raymond, I answer your question. Can anyone tell me how come that one end out? That means, guys, you know jaywalking is offense, right? You know that? You know jaywalking is offense? Even if you touch wood, not you, if someone is knocked down by a vehicle, 那个 vehicle 没有罪，是你有罪嘞，反正你要赔偿的嘞 by right You know how does it ask? How do you know is the auntie 错 ？Anyone? 明明 Can you tell 为什么他知道那个 auntie 错呢？nobody can answer. 我看 your daddy drive 了。Your daddy drive 了。So for goodness sake, next time, yes, they check on camera. Which camera? Oh my goodness, seriously. Okay, fine.
That camera in the car, like.
Hey, correct. Min is correct. Wang Kang, you are both correct. Well done. I tell you, naughty girl, if you see in your daddy car, you don't care this camera, 糟糕了. You don't pay attention to your daddy car. Yes, correct. The 800 Super got one big camera in front. So there's a cross-referencing and reliability. Well done. Thanks to you, Raymond. You talk about CCTV, 对吗? So to prove you're innocent, 对不对? Correct not? So imagine if your helper, there's true, this is another true story. One of the helpers literally abused one of my friend's mother in front of the dining room, like Kevin. So he was sitting on a wheelchair and she literally pulled her off from the wheelchair and she fell literally and broke her hip bone. This is a police case already. And surprisingly, the helper did not know my friend put a hidden camera or camera there. So thank you, Raymond. That is true. CCTV camera. Yeah, thank you, Mei and Wang Kang. That is the camera to prove it. And why I say neighborhood is important, I forgot to tell you, Jia Ying, Mei. Why? Just like take Singapore. Singapore, we have Malaysia and Indonesia, right? And Thailand, right? No racists, don't the way you look so why they Muslim, they cannot eat raw gan, so they very racist. No, please, because they got pirates. 海盗，对吗？ So if you are living with the neighbors with this kind of situation, hey, Wang Kang, what must you do? If I know my neighbor got this type of drinker, okay, and then people got gambling, my 4Ds你懂买 4D 吗？ Wang Kang 就是买马票So I would, but I still want to buy that house there because my mom and my wife and my children love it. then I need to take precaution, or if I know that side my house there got a LAN gaming shop, where people play computer games or Pokemon card, then I must take something. So what did the government of Singapore do? Wang Kang, Jia, can you all type your answer or say, please, come on, participate. Remember SRQ, give 2 reasons to support your internal and external security threats. Wang Kang, 现在你是 MP 嘞，你是 Prime Minister of Singapore 啊？哇 ，the first Prime Minister of Singapore. Sorry, Wang Kang. Actually, I don't support. Sorry, I'm not sexist. I don't support a female to be leading a country. No, yeah. Yes. Sorry, Mei, I'm so sorry. Jiaying, I'm so sorry. I don't mind a lady to lead a company, CEO of the company. I don't mind it, but not a country. I a bit 比较怎么讲有不祥的预兆。Sorry because from the history point of view 你看武则天，你看那个慈禧太后，yeah, I feel it Okay, nothing wrong to be a leader in. Okay, sorry, Raymond, you don't look at me like that. I'm very openly. Okay, I support women. I'm not anti-women to be a leader in the country, but my choice. I don't feel comfortable. Okay, so Wang Kang, now you're a Prime Minister of Singapore, but don't worry, Kelvin. The next day when Wang Kang become Prime Minister, I will migrate to Australia. So it's done now my business. Okay, don't give me that kind of look, Wang Kang, and say, go. We don't want you also botak, 没有头发的 Raymond, get lost. Okay, joke aside, come on, Wang Kang. Why? What are you going to do? You know there's pirates, right? Along the Malacca Street of Malacca, you study geography, right? Wang Kang is geography, right? So what are we going to do with it?
The Navy can like protect Singapore.
You buy a lot of Navy ships, a lot of patrols. You know why? Do you know every time when you're sleeping, if you're staying in the East Coast and the West Coast of Singapore, you will see a lot of illegal immigrants want to do Joseph schooling. You know what they do? Want to swim from Indonesia to Singapore. Can you imagine Raymond, they swim halfway. Hi, shark. Hi, octopus. Oh my God, seriously, I'm swimming with them. Can you imagine? They swim halfway. The shark will say to him, don't worry, I'm a vegetarian. I won't eat you. But there's a lot of illegal immigrants at night swimming through or even taking a small sampan ships, boats, 小船, 独木舟, what they will do their best to come into Singapore. So if you are staying a neighborhood where there's a lot of foreign workers or the near certain place where you know there's all these things, definitely you need to tell the police to patrol the place more often. True now, Gavin? Right. Putting CCTV. Get it. Thank you. Yes, you're right, Wang Kang. Okay, so Wang Kang now. Thank you, Raymond. Wang Kang, now your house. What is the step that you need to take to protect your properties and your loved one? So the house, I'm talking the house, you and your husband bought a landed property now. Hey, sorry, guys. If this one you cannot visualize and imagine or think, then seriously, when you go out, when you grow up, 长大, you're gonna have your house. You need all these things. I'm very OCD, Gavin. At night, I will lock my door. Even my door is really locked. I will have a latch. 里面还在要锁住. So I'm very OCD. I will check everywhere, my rooms, my base, my CCTV. Seriously, at home I got CCTVs everywhere, including my toilet also. I mean, no, toilet don't have some pervert and toilets. Come, Wang Kang.
I'll hire like a IT expert, then I can like make some kind of like security system that can like block off all those like robbers from the house. Yeah.
Oh, I won't be surprised. Oh, you give me 2 examples. You know, Microsoft Bill Gates, when he bought an island or something many years ago, he gives certain access to his nanny to take care of his young children, and whereby they have this like access area A, B, C, D. You're right, Wang Kang. So they have the IT expert to make sure there are the security. and to make sure when the robbers were to come into your house, straight away you will get nabbed, you get locked up, you cannot go out. You know, Wang Kang, this is a true story. In US, Jia Ying and Raymond and Gavin, you might be shocked to hear that, maybe. These robbers went to the house and steal things, right? Then he accidentally fell on the floor because one of the toys, the car, he slipped and fell and hurt his back. Hurt his back. Though of course he get caught, right? Boom, so the owner came out, he get caught. You know what happened? When you go to the court case, the robbers sue the owner. The robbers sue the owner for anyhow put the toy on the floor and make him fell down and injured himself. And guess what, Jia Ying? He won the court case. But he still go to jail. Welcome to America. And then, Gavin, next time if you want to propose to your girlfriend, don't propose in the open cafeteria, okay? Because in US, got one guy proposed to his girlfriend in the open cafeteria. A pigeon flew past, the poop dropped on the girlfriend's head. The girlfriend decided not to accept the marriage. You know what the guys did? The guys sued the restaurant for not putting a shelter. 这样也可以Raymond。在 US 做 lawyer 赚钱的，要不要？These are all true story. I'm not cooking out. You can go and Google it. 嘉颖，不可思议哦。You went to US, you know, right? The way they live, right? Jia Ying, you went to New York before, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Correct. You see how the people live there. Good luck. Okay. So thank you. Okay, now back to you, Jia Ying. Okay, IT security. Yes, you're right, Wang Kang. Isn't it Singapore is doing that, the IT security? Correct now. For people hacking on the system. And I think last 2 or 3 years, somebody hacked to the system and found out Lee Hsien Loong's database in SCGH. I think the guy, good luck to him. Yeah, it's true, Gavin. You can Google it. Hey, please, this is social study. If things that is not real, I cannot anyhow say no. I'll get myself into trouble also. If I'm not sure, I say maybe it's changed, but this is in the news. Okay, the database says so. You're right, Wang Kang. You don't just need an IT guy. You must make sure this IT guy got you liao. Don't anyhow end up because supposed to support, end up got bugs inside. Then good luck to you. Thank you, Wang Kang. Back to you, Jia Ying.
We are supposed to answer like how to improve.
Are you talking? I can't hear you. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
We're supposed to like answer like how is the IT improving, is it?
No, IT. You're supposed to answer me now. You and your husband bought a landed property, $5 million. Okay. Then what kind of security you want to protect your external and internal?
I think I will set up like what Raymond said, like CCTVs, and then like I will need like a smart IT person to manage the thing, and then when things happen, then can just alert me immediately, and then they can solve the problem for me.
Thank you. Any more? This is exactly the truth, Jia Ying. Just remind me of another part of the real story. You know, Singapore, we got in the army, we got this open mobilization. The reservists, when they open mob, you know about this, Jia Ying? The guys you should know. So so Uncle Raymond completed my national service already, donkey years. Before that, in fact, now my police force, we also got this open mob. Meaning that in case there's a riot or anything, they will 动员家营动员就是后备军人，对吧？ So 后备军人like 家营 like you say, you need the activation, the apps, right? So open mobilization. Okay, so Raymond, so after you serve your 2 years already, you FO from there already, from the army. Then after a few years later, the army will send the open mobs, calling Dragonfly, Headshot. These are the code name. Then you have to go back already, prepare. If you watch Our Boy to Men, you know what I mean, the reservists going back, preparing for war. Same as in China, in any countries. You like my dragon here, very nice. Zhongguo. Okay, very nice. Okay. So now you understand, Jiayin. So this is like open up the reactivate and activates the security features. You're right. Thank you. How about you, Gavin? Mian Mian. Next will be you. You have to tell me what are you going to do with your this. Okay, you want to go and do your maths, your physics, and science while listening. SS multitask is okay for me because it's practical through my learning. Okay. Gavin.
So protect the house from who are burglars, is it?
No lah, protest for all your fan on the fans lah. Because Gavin, okay. Of course, your people who want to go to your house and steal things lah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I will set up some secret rooms and hide all my belongings there. All the valuables Then the mansion is just a decoy. Literally, I just buy all the fake bars from like Taobao or something. So you
不要讲淘宝是卖假东西啊，你不要过分了。你讲 Amazon 哦，你不要讲淘宝。哎呦，你看我现在就是 supporting 中国，你跟我讲淘宝鸡蛋糕。OK secret room 哎 Raymond 他讲废话，他的 secret room 全部是放在他的 ex girlfriend 的 photo， 不要给他的老婆知道。哎呀，这个。OK， 开玩笑啊。I also think of that, no. I ever think of putting a secret room and also a safe, no, seriously. Carry on.
Yeah, so everything decoy and add cameras to the just add cameras like
okay, Gavin, you are right. This is no secret. This is no secret. Why I'm telling you, thanks for your secret room. This is no secret. Do you know Singapore to go to war, you only take 1 month for the enemy to wipe out the whole entire Singapore. But do you know there's these things, Gavin? Singapore government don't put all eggs into one basket. You know, right? So do you know that our army officer, our SAF, they put the people. Sorry, they put all the sometimes we go to Taiwan for exercise, military exercise. We go to Australia for exercise, Brunei and Thailand. So, Gavin and Raymond, since you are going for army next time, do you know our tank, our artillery, our aeroplanes, or even our training, our fighter planes are all from US, right? You know, right? Also, sometimes training in Taiwan. In case touch wood, if our neighbor Malaysia or Indonesia or maybe other enemy come to attack Singapore, we still got forces from Thailand, which is Singapore Army, Brunei, also Singapore Army, Australia, and Taiwan and other parts. Now you get it? So it's something like a secret room, Gavin. You get me now? If you study history, you should know, right? Why German lost in the two frontier? You know what I mean? The one in the Europe and the other one in, right? Raymond, you should know, when the German lose the two frontier, then where is the Axis and the Allied power? The Allied power will spread to the other side and attack. 前后攻击，还有旁边。Same thing to Alexander the Great. They also got these secret weapons by the attacking and the enemies, okay, the front, the back, and the flank. So you're right. Okay, last but not least, besides doing your chemistry and physics, Mei, can you tell me what are you going to do to your house?
Like maybe add more security cameras so I can monitor like who like maybe if like there's someone like comes to my house, maybe I can check who that person is. Yeah.
Fingerprint, right? Or the face recognitions. Okay, yeah. Hey, oh my goodness, this remind me of last week I went to Changi Airport, Jewel. I saw a lot of biometric. Now no more like people, you just go and register yourself and key in yourself, they take a picture of your face, then you just go in, right? Thank you. And how come, seriously, nobody mentioned about getting a German Shepherd or a Golden Retriever or a Chihuahua, to become your security guard. Can you imagine? Beware of dogs. Then when the guy jump inside to your house, then this Chihuahua come approaching the guys. Can you imagine? It's a 只小狗. Can you imagine the Chihuahua can talk? Wait, 我后面还有5只大狼狗. Why nobody talk about dogs? Seriously. Do you know in other countries, their pets, nobody will go in. You know why not? Jia Yin, they're all reptiles. Snake. Not in Singapore, that's in other country. So honestly, security also talk about the 零钱, the animals, dogs. Just like in Singapore, you go to ICA, sometimes you see the dogs will go and sniff up the drugs. True enough. Have you said? This also can be put inside in your securities work. Okay, sometimes we cannot detect the animals have a very strong sniffing power. Hey, thank you to all of your contribution about how you protect your personal belonging and your property. It's the same thing. 没有国就没有家，没有一个强大的国家就没有一个温暖的家。哦，好有墨水哦。我 I must keep myself back. So anyway, 这个国家就是靠你们每一户家里怎么样保护自己的东西。But can. So if a country's house, in US now, I thought it's very chaotic. I don't know how true it is. But in Africa, in South Africa, it's always housebreaking. Talking about our neighboring country. Hey, you know about the Joycelyn Chia? No? Anyone know about Joycelyn Chia? Wang Kang, you know about the Joycelyn Chia saying the Malaysia and Singapore and the missing MH370. Hey, I got this temptation. Raymond, do you know about this? No? Jia Ying, you know about this? No, Wang Kang, I got this temptation to put into my TikTok, and you didn't want to scold that girl. No? Seriously, I got a lot of Malaysian relatives and friends and students like you all, also from Malaysia. They are scolding the Malaysia, the F word, right? You watch the video, not Wang Kang? You don't watch the video, then how you know about Joycelyn Chia? You sure not?
It's on the news. The news got mentioned. I never see the video.
I tell you, it's very sad. No, they say, where you from? From Malaysia. F off, you asshole, that kind of things. Scolding Malaysian people, the F words. And then Malaysia, you got no internet. Okay, Malaysia, your pay cannot come to Singapore. Hey, hello, MH370 is already, a lot of people missing and their families are all very sad. So Uncle Raymond, okay, fine. What to do with this? Remember, we are doing about issue 1. You have the right to talk about anything. All right, you have the freedom. But now you understand why Singapore need to have limited freedoms of your speech. A lot of my students, maybe including you, and even my own children say, why Singapore is limited of freedom? Does the flag of Singapore is, half of the flag is communist. Okay, because communists related to race. I enjoy the part of limited freedom of speech. I enjoy when I walk on the street, there's no rioting, there's no racial, anti-racial. Because Singapore is a small country, take note of this. This small country, we cannot accept any 3R. The riots, raids, RAIDS, and revolutions. We can't. If not, our forefather, whatever we build, one can't imagine after 70 years old, or Jia Ying, Raymond, and Gavin. After 70 years old, your great-grandson, that generations, create chaos and crisis and calamities and confusion and casualty. You cannot. So whatever that lady saying, Wang Kang, is already going to stir out. No, if Singapore and Malaysia were to go to war because of what she say, I'm not to war on this because of what Joycelyn is saying. I'm not going to take up arms to fight against my Malaysian. And now that lady, Wang Kang, I heard she's no more Singaporean. My Wi-Fi lagging somehow, maybe. Is it lagging just now?
Yeah, you're lagging. You're very like.
Hello, can you hear me? Because my screen see you all frozen, freeze.
Yeah, now I can hear.
Okay, because I was saying that if Singapore, Malaysia were to go to war because of what Joycelyn is saying, I won't do it. Okay, it's not worth it. And Joycelyn Chia, so somehow I heard it's not a Singaporean citizen, I'm not sure. He's in US, is a field lawyer and become a stand-up comedian. Whatever it is, I think 祸从口出对吧？病从口入，这句话讲得很有道理记住三思而后行，当你讲话的时候，真的。 Okay, whatever you say, you cannot take back already. People already say it. It's very hurting. So it's also security. The chances is that if you say something wrong, you could not only offense one person, you're going to offense the whole entire community. Now look at this one. I'm surprisingly, because these are the 5 total defense. Okay, which one do you think is the most important? Is it military, civil defense, economic defense, social defense, and psychological defense? To me, I feel that at this point of time, Singapore should have the last one. Now you understand, Wang Kang, we are talking about Joycelyn Chia. It's a psychological defense. 你们有玩过《三国演义》的 game 吗 ？No， 真的，有没有玩过？真的，有没有玩？没有玩过啊？有啊。
Yes.
So there's one part of it is called spread rumors, right? 发出谣言，对吗？ You know, rumors can destroy a country. You know, like 你懂那个七言 right？ 七言为什么会跳进那个 cliff? Because of the rumors that makes the countries to be like that, and that he decided to jump to the cliff and kill himself because he want to be loyal to the king. But because of rumors saying that or something is true, that the Guo Wang want to collaborate with the enemies or something like that. So I feel like psychological defense is very important. So imagine if someone were to take Joycelyn Chia the comments very seriously, and if the country leader would take seriously, that is war already. And that's if innocent life would be lost. So no matter how strong a country, leaders, all the students here, leaders, if you are listening, no matter how strong you have you probably 10 billions of budget in your best weapons, you have a top-notch training systems for all your entire manpower. But if they do not have the same mindset, same wavelength, look at this word, it's crisis and calamity, chaos. You see all the C. Take note of this one. It's very true. Okay? Because if this thing happens, both countries will be at loggerheads, and both countries will be at war, and both 2 countries, their citizens will become very sad. Cannot work together with you. I'm not sure you know that during World War II, there are some Japanese people who married the Chinese or vice versa. But when war started, wow, they are so poor thing. They are the one who are against the war. They are the one who love each other, but because of their leaders that cause this problem. So psychologically, they are affected before anything. Same thing during the German and the Jews. Gavin, you should know, right? There are some who Jews married the Germans, right? Correct, Gavin? Gavin, are you there? Oh, Gavin, I thought you're frozen. So you know, right? Because of that, the Jews was being massacred, right? Genocides, because of and then some Germans who married the Jews are being forced to break off, or even the Germans as we also have to kill. Commit a crime and also be punished. Okay. So I feel that psychological defense is important. I mean, can I have a quick one? You want to explain, you don't explain, just okay. Jia, which one do you think is more important? We have to keep doing SRQ, okay? So you have to choose one. Which one do you think is the most important?
Military.
Just imagine you're the prime minister of Singapore or of a country. Which one do you think?
Military defense. Because we have to protect the countries and the citizens.
Okay. Based on our dear friends during World War II, right? The British neglected us and ran away, right? And let us defense alone by yourself. Thank you. How about you, Min Min? Which one do you think is more important?
I think social defense.
Oh, why?
Because we must protect ourselves and our loved ones, like our friends and our family members.
Very true. Very true. Recently, because any more? No more?
Yeah, I think that's all, because we stay close to them.
And you're not wrong, because of these social things. In 1960s, we have the racial riots. So that caused the Malay and the Chinese. So yeah, it's good to have That remind me of issue 2, diversity. Okay, Wang Kang.
I think it's the digital defense, but it's not here also.
Whoa, I like that. I like that. You're going to be a digital girl, a digital CEO. I think it's not wrong. Digital is because I'm graduating from IT, so I have to support that. Because digital changed a lot of things. Why digital? May I ask, if you don't mind?
Because like for example, like terrorists, they can easily like hack into like the country's like defense systems. Then they start like the military or like electricity and like services. So it can cause a lot of like damages to the country.
I like the word damages. In fact, it's not damages. It creates total destruction. More than damages. Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you. Back to you, Gavin. No more, huh? Wang Kang, okay, huh? Yeah. Gavin.
Yeah.
Huh? Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Which one? Economic.
Why?
Economic is very important. If the economy is very stable, they can spend it on like military and stuff. They can buy like the latest technological weapons. Then the citizens are also happy about the country because it's stable economy. They can do a lot of like recreation, and their hard work is paid for. Yeah.
Wow, thank God I did not regret for not asking you to say that. If I ask you not to say, I will feel very regret. Thank you, Gavin. It's true. You are really a typical history student. It reminds me of the Great Depressions. It reminds me of during the Great Depressions, the standings need the economic superpower to build collectivizations and industrializations. You also remind me of the hyperinflations and the Great Depressions that makes the rise of Hitler, right? And because a hungry man is an angry man, a jobless man cannot provide the Marshall theory, the basic needs to the family. Therefore, economy is a driving force to make the country stability, not only to buy the military defense. Well, everyone got their point. Very good. I like the social one by Mian Mian. I like the one from Jia Ying military. I like the one from Galvin about economy. And the one very surprising, not here, digital. That is the way, man, Wang Kang, seriously. I should add, I will, from futures notes, I should put there the digital. Yes, how about you, Raymond?
All right, so lastly, right, I would like to conclude this with my stand that sort of psychological defense is, to me, the most important.
Why?
So, to me, psychological.
Okay, yeah.
A person's psychology basically involves his inner self or mental well-being, which means it is the root of like everyone, because a society is consisted of each and every individual, and each and every individual's mental state of mental well-being is actually very important. Now that we think about it, many of these so-called defenses of these different aspects of defenses are interlinked, or say intertwined, interdependent on each other. However, I would say psychological defense is the most important because it is the so-called, it's a foundation for all the other defenses. Think about this. While you may have all the good military equipment, all your economy is thriving, but your people aren't happy. They have a poor mental state. They're despondent, etc. So, with poor psychological defense, you can't possibly build a 士气高昂的 military. Your civil authorities, they won't work productively. Your economy will naturally go down, and you can build healthy and sustainable relationships with such poor mental state of well-being. So to me, psychological defense is the most of paramount importance.
I'm talking to all the doctors, Jia Ying, Dr. Mian Mian, Dr. Wang Kang, Dr. Galvin, Associate Professor Raymond Miao. Okay, you remind me of the Vietnam War, bro. You know, in Vietnam War, US has the best Phantom F4, the carpet bombings. Okay, they have the best weapons, and yet they lost in the Vietnam War. You know, right? That's the war they lost, and they killed about a lot of youngsters, about 18, an average age of 19 and 20. A lot of them. After they graduate from high school, they join the military. And it's very true. US at the time has the best economy, military and economy and everything. But psychologically, the people there are saying, hey, hello, excuse me. You are fighting for freedom. It's none of my business, man. There are other people's freedom. Why should I fight for other people's freedom? Right. So, Gavin, the reason why the US are involved in the Vietnam War is because during World War I and II, they did not involve the war. They only involve later parts when they are affected their economy. So 现在他们要先斩后奏 before they start the things spread to them. So before the fire start to spark, they decided to diminish it. But sometimes this fire start to spark doesn't mean the spark will attack. The fire spark might be good in certain area. But 他说现灭什么啊？灭什么王才灭什么啊？ There's a saying, come on, can you help me please? 先灭王才灭什么？ Can someone tell me?
No, it's 擒贼先擒王.
Thank you very much. So is it true that Saddam Hussein? Yeah, psychological warfare. So they kill the fella, then that's it. So what you say is true. You realize that we are actually talking about political science now. Wow, well done. Well done, Jia Ying. You didn't know, right? So now you say, are you interested now? I'm so sorry, I'm not asking you, Jia Ying, whether you want to go for university to study political science or sociologies or psychologies or whatever G's you call it. So this is something, or business also involved in all these things. Okay, so it's very interesting. I mean, I believe all of you here are very good in your math and science. So this is one way to add on to it, this defense. Well, I have a very good discussion for the past 10 minutes, really. Enjoy it, seriously. Thank you very much, really. To be honest, last year we do have this kind of discussion, but it's a very different discussion. So we can see here, we not only got different race and different civil servants or different people take part on this. So total defense is for all, write down, can you write down? Total defense is for all walks of life, regardless of race, language, or religion. Seriously, because the next slide, it tells you this. Do you think racial harmony is important? Which is, correct me if I'm wrong. I think next month, right, we're going to talk about racial harmony. It is very true that Singapore doesn't belong to just the Chinese or just to the Malays or the Indians. They belong to the Orangwats. They're very native. That's like Taiwan. Taiwan don't believe belongs to the Chinese. They belongs to the Zhuren. Same as Australia. The Australia belongs to the Aborigines. Same as the US. The US actually belongs to the Indians until the British and Americans went into or the discovery of America by Christopher Columbus. So realize histories are really play a very significant roles in all the defense, like military, social, and psychological. It's true. I agree with you. That's why I choose psychological, Raymond. I think I'm not saying the rest are not important, but because you realize whatever you say just now is all I like the word intertwined and interlinked. It's very important because when you give a speech in A level, if you are able to talk like that now, well done. You win the hearts of the examiner. Seriously. If you want to go A levels, you're going to talk like that, like Raymond's and all of you. Gavin, well done. Wang Kang, you really have improved a lot. You used to be very scared, seriously. But now, suddenly, 我不可以用这个字脱胎换骨了啊 but it's really 真的别出心裁，很好。嘉英，加油 ，you're so good in terms of writing. Man, today you're so good. Social, I'm surprised you choose social. I thought you would choose military, to be honest. But it sounds very interesting when you say social, which is true. Because you have the heart to, if we have the heart to protect your family, means you have the heart to make sure everyone 定下人心。这句话真的没有错。一个国家没有定下人心 is also affect psychology. So you realize all these are related. Okay, so like look at this one. Sustainability is the one topic, women, you know, right? In my English class, we talk about sustainability and sustainability and climate change is also affecting a country. If that country get ready for haze coming from Indonesia in a few months' time, so they're going to slash and burn. That is their technique. They're very old traditional techniques that they don't want to use technology because it's too expensive. They feel that the farmer should use that, but then we have pumping a lot of money to Indonesia. Why are they not using the money to help? That's a big question mark. I don't know, maybe they don't like to use the money. I'm not sorry, they don't like to use the method to do it. So they did use the money, but somehow I don't know what the effort is not there because maybe not enough expertise or manpower to do it. So here you see, it's very true. As a small country, we cannot have this freedom of speech too much. If everyone everything have to say嘉颖完蛋了，没完没了，讲到 next day 还是讲不完。So we need just like same thing嘉颖, let's be honest lah. Your son say, "Mommy, I want freedom of speech." Your daughter wants freedom of speech. Your 3 children also want freedom of speech. Then your helper say, "Mom, I also want that freedom of speech." 我糟糕了。Then 你的岳母、你的 parents in law 住在你家，全部 freedom of speech. You cannot carry out the certain things. No, you know what you do, 嘉颖 ？Vote, 对吗 ？Voting 少数服从多数。Voting is the fairest, but sometimes voting can be biased. 你 vote daddy 如果你要的话 daddy 给你10块钱then it's also not right also. So how? So realize that all these things that we are talking about here, fishing, all these things, we need to vote to have accessibility to certain parts of the sustainability. Why? Do you know, Gavin and Raymond, last year the eggs or the chicken went up very expensive. You know that? You know that? 绵绵嘉颖王刚你懂吗？不知道有但鸡蛋很贵嘞。Malaysia 卖一粒鸡蛋不懂多少钱嘞？但最后新加坡政府没有办法去找别的国家买鸡蛋跟猪肉。You see? That means they are threatening our security or what? You look at, do you see this one now? Just now, do you see this now? You see, environmental, family, economic, education, housing, healthcare. So imagine, maybe you're right, social. If nobody take care of the social healthcare, remember the vaccination. If the Singapore government don't come out the vaccination or support Pfizer or whatever vaccination, you know, in some Singaporeans, I don't know, you know, right? Have you heard of some Singaporeans, they refuse to go for vaccination? You think, Gavin, Mimi, you ma? Because Jesus said we should not go and F you, Jesus said. Sorry, I'm very fed up. They always say, Jesus say, cannot, this is recording, I'm seriously, I cannot take it. To some of my Christian friends, I'm so sorry. Okay, he say, if let it be. If Jesus say, I don't need to vaccine. If Jesus say, yeah, time to go. Sorry, Jesus last time emailed to me, say must go vaccine. Sorry, Wang Kang, yeah, you don't believe, but later I show you the email. Actually, I typed my own. I have this group of Christian, Wang Kang, seriously. They refuse to go for vaccination. They refuse to go. They cannot go to shopping center. You know that the period, if you are not vaccinated, you cannot go in. They don't mind. They say, never mind, let's go to outdoor, fresh air. Worse, virus is everywhere. Well, I don't understand, no. There's some even tell, I think you know, right? Last year, there's some Christian group tell people not to vaccine and even purposely blackmail or hack the system of getting the vaccinations or the masks or anything. 我觉得这种人是走火入魔。Well, same as the Muslim, they say no. Allah say no. I ask my Muslim friend, how? One thing, God love their children. They will not let you die. If there's an alternative to save the kids, they know. You realize this virus, if you believe in religions, they come in as a purpose. Okay, so same thing. The security threats. So this is, you realize not it's about psychological, physical. We can talk about economical and health and educations. True now. Last 2 years, my student, did I tell you in India, the grandfather passed away in India. 1 week later, the ambulance came to take his grandfather's dead body after COVID. 1 week later, just because I heard from him, they cannot pay for the ambulance service. 新加坡有这样吗？那边有这样吗？嘉义有这样吗？那边有这样吗？王康、Raymond 有吗？You Chinese， 我马上来。Malay tomorrow. Indian, sorry, I cannot take. I can't see you at night because very dark. I cannot see you. Well, you should. I tell you, if these people say that, tell you, sorry, maybe I got a lot of good Indian students who are making very good. All right, and then the worst thing, they will just create all the jokes, very racist. No, Do you know there are a lot of in Singapore top-notch lawyers are all Indians? One of them is our dear Shanmugam. And now the going to be the next president, right? Gavin, right? Taman, right? Don't be racist. You see, the moment whether you're, as long as you're not aliens, you're Chinese, Indian, Malays, the first thing the ambulance will come and rescue the person. I love my countries. And I also love myself to being a Chinese. Recently in TikTok, they're saying, 新加坡人真是不会认那个祖那个 roots 你们的祖先全部都是从中国来的，你们只会讲你们是新加坡人，我不是中国人、华人。对，我不是中国人，可是我是新加坡华人，我祖先是从中国来的。对了，明明对不对 ？Right. Let's say next time your son or your daughter will not say， 对我妈咪是中国来的，是移民，我奶奶是中国人，我妈咪是中国人，可是现在是新加坡人，可是我是土生土长的新加坡华人。You have to mention this word 华人 Chinese. Uncle Raymond, what could you do with this? Security, my dear. Security, seriously, you must know where it is. You know why, Gavin? You study history, right? During World War II, a lot of Chinese in Singapore support the war in China. When the Japanese came, they were so fed up of all these Chinese merchants, they decided to massacre Sochin, right? To kill a lot of Chinese. And they say, you bloody hell, baka desu ne, bakero. Why you support? Wow, 害我们打中国打到这么久。我跟你讲，到现在我相信for my gut feel， 这本人还是不甘愿的，还是想打中国。That's my personal opinion。我跟你讲 ，trust me。我跟你讲你们投对胎嘞。You know why, Raymond？ 你真的投对胎，你的祖宗18代真的对你很好。你们真的是投对胎嘞。These generations you are going to make it well because China market is booming. Trust me. You will not see this golden age very long, or not very long, will be quite long a while. You will not see this golden age, maybe the next 5 generations. This golden age will move to another race or religions or other country. Seriously. No, China, there's a golden age. It's during the Tang Dynasty. Okay? So you are the right timing. So please make use of your C and A, your capability and ability. Okay? Why? Because you see, I'm related. What I say is true. So in order to have this, you see, you need to have, now you see, you realize that the government effective of the World Bank, you need money. So you know the past few years when a lot of business shops are closed down, right? 对吗？这样 Singapore government give what GST voucher, give a solidarity fund of money, right? Even the government give you money to study, for my 6-month F&B courses. 我应该是感激、感谢、感恩跟感动，不是过河拆桥了，不是 complaining about government not doing enough。嘉义，如果你有5个孩子，你不可能给老大、老二1000块，老三、老四100块，对吗 ？Let's be honest， 对吗？嘉义，当你要 sayonara 的时候，你要分财产，你有5个孩子，你不可能给5个 share 的，你可能会给6个 share， 为什么呢？其中第6个 share 是给社会，对不对？对吗？就是让你的5个孩子 manage this fund for the 社会，这样你会流传百姓。You and your husband one day will go one for this one. So the 6 share will be like it's a share, and this 6 share is not for your children only. No, do you know that? It's for your next your great grandchildren. Now you understand? Yes. Social study. Uncle Raymond, there is none of it. It's my 我的爷爷给我的嘛，对吗？就是国家这样咯。国家的政府如果 not corrupted, then the money will pass to the next generation 嘛。Then you will stay in Singapore to work 嘛。Then you make Singapore a home. Why people migrate out of Singapore? They find that the government sucks. They find got no job opportunity. They find they are very stressful. Then when they go to other country, they realize, oh my goodness. Recently, one of my teacher went, my tutor went to another country. He said, wow, thank God. I'm very proud to be Singaporean. She went to Hong Kong. If you all went to Hong Kong, I don't know, I've not been Hong Kong. They say their HDB flat. 王刚有去过香港吗？你觉得香港好还是新加坡好 ？Be honest in terms. Of course, you will tell me Hong Kong got Disneyland. No, if you want to go Disneyland, tell me. I can get my sister to invite you. My sister work there. Seriously. Yeah, I can't wait to go there and meet her. Do you think Hong Kong nice or Singapore nice?
They both have their like good things.
By looking at their housing, I heard their housings, some of their paintings and all these, they are quite 很旧，对吗？
Yeah.
Then 街边好像有贫穷的人，对吗？ Or homeless people， 对吗？
Yeah.
新加坡有吗？
Very less.
No, when you means you have to think, right? You have to think for a while 嘛 because 有吗？我好像有看过，可是很少，对吗？ But when I say US, yeah, confirm. 所以我你不用想了，你直接会讲，对吗？This is what I meant, seriously, guys. This is what I meant when you're looking for a house. You see, I want to relate it to real life. So when you think of it, when you write of it, you feel good. I'm not saying Hong Kong is no good, please. Okay, I think Hong Kong is good thing is like freedom of speech, but look at their freedom of speech. What cost them now? Why are they saying China is no good? Yeah, initially China is taking Hong Kong, and Hong Kong, agree on Wang Kang, if you have been in Hong Kong is solely supposed to belong to China, 对吗？为什么 Hong Kong 不是 China 呢？因为是那个鸦片战争，对吗？The youngsters don't want to accept the fact. No, I want freedom of speech, man. I'm British. FO lah, please. Sorry, this recording, I cannot say the F word. I'm very frustrated. And come back to this, guys, we are related to security. Do you think Taiwan should return to China? Gavin shake your head. No. Sensitive, right? But Hong Kong is a straightforward thing. But I should think that Hong Kong should be separate from China. But because two of them got difference, if you look at the history, you'll know about the securities that they fight, all these things. But surprisingly, 是老爸打儿子嘞。老爸是中国，儿子是台湾嘞。Taiwan will never win China, to be honest. And why the US is coming in to kacaka disturb? Why? Is it your prison? 现在是老爸打儿子嘞，你是外人，关你什么屁事？对吗？好，各位。Right. But then again, I'm not saying that Taiwan cannot be belongs to China. But if you look back in the history of the long ago, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, Myanmar, Vietnam, Mongolia also belongs to China. 现在有内蒙古跟外蒙古，对吗？妹妹 ，got the inner Mongol and the external Mongol， 对吗？对吗？对吗？嘉颖 ，Raymond， got internal， 为什么有 internal Mongolia and external Mongolia 呢？以前整个 Mongolia 是 belongs to China， 对吗？现在是 outer Mongolia belongs to Russia 嘞。Russia is already such a big country. Why are they taking that? 对吗 ，Kevin？ You study history, right? You should know, right? 为什么等一下西江啊、Tibet 啊 ，all these 四分五裂 ？You look at the map of China it's like a rooster 嘞。那个 rooster 那个脚已经断掉了嘞。那个脚是 belong to Vietnam 跟Vietnam 跟 Myanmar 那个脚断掉，所以那个只是那个身体没有脚嘞。那个公鸡是没有脚 legless chicken。It's like golden rooster like that, or golden hen. Security. If we not, we're going to die for that. Why? Because you see, sustainability. Singapore cannot have certain parts like Woodland become Johor already, or Sentosa become part of Batam already. How? And now recently got the lighthouse, the issue between Malaysia, the Petras Lanka's lighthouse. You all know about that, right? They'll be fighting, discussion, all these things. Hey, Uncle Raymond, none of my business is a lighthouse. You always must think like that, children. Is it got to do with me? What got to do with me? Why are we going to talk about this? You see, everything that you're studying may not be immediately impact you. Okay, you are talking about dy, dx, calculus. It may not affect you now, but it will affect you in other thinking process. Please take seriously. Think of how are you going to do your best. It's not say, oh, I cannot, I sure feel one. You must know how. How can I make it? How can I use this information that I've learned in the futures? Okay, now let's move on. Look at this. I mean, Singapore don't have an ocean or sea, man. Must use this one. Man. Cannot plant outside here, man. Why must plant here? You know what? Anyone can tell me why? 为什么要在里面，不要在外面呢？ You know, Singapore, the whole islands are water. Why must they have fishery inside the building? Anyone? Hey, you all are leaders. Don't tell me, don't give me the word I don't know. While thinking, please take down this one, please. It's pre-pro-press. Okay, what is pre-pro-press? It must have preventive measure to counter-attack the terrorists, to protective measures like the software, internal and external, and response to immediates. Just like us as a police officer, as an army, let's say two of you, if you are the officer, if there's this terrorist attack or enemy attack us, Raymond and Gavin, you need to draw arms and take out arms and fight. And you're going to kill their enemy, you have to do it. You're not the one at rickshaw, headshot rich, where you don't take the weapons. That this guy in the World War II is a medic. He didn't even want to fire a single bullet and have weapons. And he saved 77 lives during World War II in Oklahoma. So preventive, protective, and responsive. The reason why this part here, just quickly, is because that if you put outside in the sea, then sometimes they got this pollution. Remember climate change. When they have pollution, they also worry about the pirates or attack or sabotage by these enemies by poison the fishery. So by putting here is also to protect, remember? Is to protect and prevent from anyone hacking in. Okay? That's about it. Very easy, right? So anything you think of, just like why you put more CCTV in your house? We have completed finally the whole entire of chapter 11 already. Okay, so for the next couple of weeks, we're going to do a lot of revisions on SRQ and SPQ. Without further ado, we are going to do this here about this one. Did I show you this one last week? Yes or no? I did, right? About Mother Earth calling for help. Have you done these questions? So let's go through this. Study source A. What can you learn from this source about globalization? Explain your answer. So you must give two inference. So a quick one. Mother Earth is being invaded. Remember the three P, preventive, protective, and responsive. So we need to respond immediately. If not, the Mother Earth will get destroyed. As you can see, all the cute, you realize all these are a very cute small animal. And the best thing, these cartoonists did not draw tiger, lions, or fierce animals. We are talking about these little cute creatures. Why? Because they stay in the habitat on the tree. And you realize the bulldozer is dozing off the trees. All right, that's one. So study source B. Can you believe what this source says about globalization? Yes, I can believe. Hey, I hope seriously you can do this. If not, I just go through the answer, that's it. Okay, seriously, because it's for you. So I know you all have other homeworks. So yeah, I can believe based on GK, general knowledge, I know climate change and sustainability is really because we have this thing called global warming. We have this thing called the greenhouse effect. We have this thing called the pollution. Definitely is important and it says something about it, carry weight. Because this weight tells me that if we are not going to do anything, the world is going to be very disastrous, devastating, destroy Mother Nature, and a huge damage and destructions. And I believe this source is because that cross-referencing, remember, you got a cross-referencing to say globalizations, whether this is a good one or is this a bad one here, or is it this one? So you need a cross-referencing to say that whether this globalization is good or bad, even though there has some bad advantages, bad effects on globalizations. Next, study source D. Do you trust what this source says about the impact of globalization? So this is B, sorry. We are talking about B, not A, sorry, B. About B, just now the B. Globalization, can Singapore endure? My direct response to the question, yes, not only will Singapore endure, we are poised to flourish. So that means, is it true? Okay, sorry, this is B, we're talking about B here. So yeah, I believe this source because it's true, right? Because Singapore right now, Singapore has the best airport, best seaport and airport right now. Singapore is one of the top, has been in the list of top 10 import and exports. And go and Google it. If you want to study business in your university, this is very important, all right? Seriously. And Singapore got this FTA right now, free trade agreements, definitely. Globalization is a must in Singapore, and we advocate, we support it, we love it. We definitely welcome with open arms. So therefore, this source really prove it, and please cross-reference of it. And source D, do you trust D? Okay, let's look at D now. I have the answer, seriously. Okay, D. So today, Vietnam have 4 times more workers in Vietnam. Do you agree now? Then in the university, is it true? Okay. So this is guys, look here, please. All of you pay attention on the screen here. This is the format. Now, Gavin, if you go to Popular Bookshop and look for Mrs. Wong, the person who wrote the history text, history guidebook, Gavin, if you are free tomorrow after the exam, go to Popular and look for this book, Mrs. Wong, or any other this. There is these things here. Please use this method for 5 marks. Firstly and secondly. I know Jia Ying, maybe your school teacher only say the first, only the second. I leave it to you, okay? Then of course this one, you see. I really give you the template. All you need to do is just follow the templates and write down your answer. And you're going to score the 577 marks, reliability and usefulness. Wow, oh my goodness, my flu is coming back. Oh gosh, so I got to go already. Bye-bye, see you. No, just kidding. Yeah, Raymond, Gabby was looking at the watch. She's 9:15, Raymond. Hold on to the next couple of minutes. Yeah, okay, sure. This one is very important, guys. Please. Critical assessment of provenance. Cross-reference. Okay. And what else? Yeah, correct. Okay, let's go for this answer. I hope you can submit your answer because these 3, I used to do it for my. Okay. Wait, sorry, where's my slide? Shucks, where's my slide? Is this one? I thought I opened. Wait, give me. How come I never have the file? Shucks. Give me a minute. Sorry, Let me open the file first. Give me a minute. Sorry. Testing reliability. Yes. Testing reliability. Yes, I got the questions. So sorry, guys. Okay, let's go now. Okay, come. So these are the 3 questions, right? Correct now. Okay, look at these pictures, please. Can I get someone to read this? Mimi, can you read these 3, please? Sample 1, 2, 3. Come, let's go. Thank you, Mimi. Sample 1.
I can learn from source A that globalization increases accessibility to communication. Depicts the forest with a telephone. I can learn from source A that globalization is destroying and ravaging the environment. Depicts the bulldozer destroying Mother Nature. I can learn from source A that globalization has a negative impact on globalization. Distressing call from Mother Nature.
Thank you. So you say Providence say that it is a cartoonist interpretation of the impact of globalization. So what is the impact? Is it a positive or negative impact? Write down, please, if you can. So this one would really help you. If you are doing globalization and this question come out in your O level, what is the question asking for? Is it skill for inference purpose? Yes. Okay, the picture depicts a hair. What is the mother? So it's a 5 marks. So it's not for purpose. It's just to tell you what is inferred. So look at this. Hell, this is Mother Nature. I think I'm stopped. Interpretation is Mother Nature is being followed everywhere. By what? By all these things? Yeah, no. Mother Nature is being threatened by globalization all over the world, harming the environments for climate changes and changing the natural habitats for the benefit of those who gain from globalization. So always look at the four corners. Four corners. Okay. Very important. I told you, even in the visual graphic text for text 1 and 2, if you know what I mean, right? For your new O-level, I realize these O-levels visual graphic text, for one is a visual text and the other one is a text 1 and text 2. So let's go. Wang Kang from source A.
From source A, I can learn that globalization has negative, detrimental impact on the environment. This can be seen from source A, which shows the natural habitat of the animals being destroyed by the bulldozer due to globalization. From source A, I can learn that the impact of globalization on the environment has reached a critical or urgent level. This can be supported by source A, which shows Mother Nature making an emergency call as she was being stopped by the bulldozer. This implies that the damage done to the environment has reached a critical stage that warrants urgent attention.
So imagine, Wang Kang, now since you're reading this, imagine you buy a landed properties. When you bought this landed property, in front of you, there is a big greenery, nice patches, got nice scenery, your children will go there for park, your parents bring the kids there. Then suddenly, one day, some clown, some idiot go there and dump all the rubbish, burn all the rubbish. Hello, excuse me, who asked you to come here? Can you imagine this is not in Singapore? Imagine now you stay in other country. I don't want to mention which country. Some country they don't really care about environmental friendly. But if you do that in Singapore, anyhow dumping, good luck to that person. So same thing. So you imagine in the other countries, we bought that piece of land, and then in front suddenly got people dump things or even bury things, or wow, my goodness, you're going to say, oh, I will build out another industrial, and this industry is very polluted. Oh my God, your property will drop. Same thing, the countries, the economy will drop. Nobody would like to go to the country to work because it's not safe, because of health hazards. All right, next one. This one here. So I just go quickly because next week, no more contactors will be, I will getting more of these SPQ and SRQ. So Wang Kang, now I understand. I want you all to come in to do, but at the same time, you can do it at home. Okay, so look here. Why my mouse gonna move? Okay, so you have to read this. I hope this, I want to see your answer, all of you. Okay, back to you, Jiang.
Source B claims that, C lane, determine what you are checking, infer and quote. Source B claims that globalization brings good, has positive impact on Singapore. This can be supported by SB that states globalization
SB stands for source B,
that states globalization has lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty. This implies that globalization has benefited the people.
Very true. Remember the homogenization and hybridizations. It's very true. But then, of course, there's a price to pay for it. Okay. And then what is the price to pay for it? Let's go. Jane.
SB's claim that globalization has brought good can be supported by source C, which states, I believe that globalization is a big plus. Because of globalization, we have grown and prospered. Hence, SB is reliable. However,
so remember when you're exam, don't write SB, we must write source B, but this one is for teachers right there. So you see, doesn't mean, sorry to interrupt you, Jiang. See, source B also say that, but you see, by cross-referencing, that means there's two sides of the coin. There's this so-called, what you call it, double-edged sword. Okay, carry on.
However, SB's claim that globalization has brought good is refuted by source A, which shows that detrimental effect of globalization on the environment. This is seen from source A, which shows land being cleared due to globalization, and this affected the natural habitat, flora and fauna. Thus, source B is unreliable.
Oh my goodness. So that means whatever Dr. Ng is saying is very biased lah. Of course, because he's from PAP. Of course, he's the government. He need to support the claim, because if you don't do that, I already told you, right, all of you, Singapore support globalizations. Even though we know there's a negative impact of globalization, but we will do our best as a small country. We play a part using the Green Plan 2030. We play a part to make sure that we are sustainability in terms of climate changes, that we reduce carbon footprint. We will do our best to have less to support the anti-straw movement, or to bring your own tote bag using too many plastic bags. Right, thank you. Okay, now let's do about source D. Raymond, your turn, please. Gavin.
Okay. Sample 1. I trust source D. From source D, it says the most persistent demand Nike hears from the workers is for an expansion of the factory so that relatives can be offered a job as well. Sample 2. Source D cannot be trusted as the information on the effects of globalization is written by someone who embraces globalization and only says all positive things about globalization. Sample 3. Source D claims that globalization is successful. This is evident in this claim is supported by source B in saying that. Therefore, source D is reliable and can be trusted because source B supports it.
The keyword is embrace. Instead of saying support globalization, you use the word embrace. You know how strong this word is? I embrace you. That means I not only just support you, I fully support you. I care for you. I hug you. I adore you. I really protect you in any possible way from any possible harm. Therefore, there is the things that I say. It is important because this person need to show the world that globalization is indeed, as a matter of fact, will be very, very helpful to the world on certain extent, or maybe to a large extent, whatever it is. Later we see how it goes. Okay, thank you very much. So can I have Raymond?
No, I do not trust it. Source D claims that industrial globalization will bring about positive impacts on the society. This is evident from source D, which states that when Nike was established in Vietnam, they could afford scooters. This implies that globalization is indeed beneficial as it encourages a higher standard of living. Source B has similar claims, views, and complements source D's view that globalization will bring about positive effects, as evident that globalization has uplifted hundreds of millions out of poverty. However, source A challenges source D's view that globalization will bring about more positive impacts, since source A depicts a scene of deforestation. This implies that globalization is detrimental to the environment, which is not beneficial. In conclusion, I do not trust source D. Although it comes from a third party, it does not give a balanced view about globalization. Instead, it states only the positive outcomes and impacts. Hence, it is only one-sided and a tendency for it to be biased, making it unreliable, and hence I do not trust it.
You know what? My mouse is not working. Holy shucks. I'm not moving. I realized that let's talk about this. I want to move the slide. I don't want it hang. Okay, I'm so sorry. I can't close the screen now. Don't know what happened. Okay, let's talk about they can afford scooters. I feel like it's a very sarcastic remark, Raymond. So are you saying that before they have scooter, they are riding on bicycle? So now because now they are now more affluent, they have more money, their standard of living rise, so they have scooters. Why only scooter? Cannot be motorcycle? Cannot be calm, eh? Oh, you see, so sometimes you must take the this. Oh my goodness, I can't close my things though. It hangs. Sorry, it really hangs. I'm so sorry. I can't move. Can you hear me? Can you hear?
Yes, yes, I
Yes,
can
but
hear you.
I want to move to the next slide, but you see the hourglass moving, right? You see the hourglass?
Yes.
No, I don't see him. Okay, now I can.
The hourglass, right? You see, I don't know what's wrong, eh? Yeah. I can't even minimize the screen from the pop-up menu, you see. Oh gosh, I can't even stop share. Can I stop sharing? Okay, okay. Okay, let's go back to the screen again. I hope you'll be back to normal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Can I move now? Oh my god, thank God. Okay, so I think it's buffering. So let's go. May I have Jiaying?
No, I don't trust it. Society claims that
Just now
globalization.
is trust, huh? Okay, just now is trust. This one is not trust, huh? No, this one is no, I don't trust. Oh, sorry. This one is also don't trust. Okay, come.
Society claims that globalization will bring about positive impacts on the society. This is evident from Society, which states that when Nike was established in Vietnam, they could afford scooters.
Stop. So see, contradicts that feels cross-referencing. Okay, let's go.
This implies that globalization is indeed beneficial as it encourages a higher standard of living.
Stop. I told you right. Scooter doesn't mean to be higher standard living. Take note, huh? Because you need to know the background of the countries. Vietnam is always anti-US. You should know that. They don't. When I was in Vietnam in 2000, I don't even see a single McDonald's. I'm not sure now if you're going for Vietnam. I have friends going Vietnam. He told me not many McDonald's. They still don't have the ideas of this. So I don't agree. Nike is from American brand. So are you saying that why are they going there? Are they going to create the kind of manufacturing? So no, you have to go deeper to understand it now and say, feel cross-referencing. Carry on, please.
Source B has similar views and complements Source D's view that globalization will bring about positive effects, as evidence that globalization has uplifted hundreds of millions out of poverty. However, Source A challenges Source D's view that globalization will bring about positive impacts, since Source A depletes a scene of deforestation. This implies that globalization is detrimental to the environment, which is not beneficial.
Why the reason I asked you to read, Jiaying, remember last time you showed me your paper? Now you understand why, okay? Not because I want to torture you, which I want to. Okay, no, so it's missing explanation. Since Source D is unreliable, therefore I don't trust. Huh? Hello? What do you mean by that? Because difficulty. Carry on.
In conclusion, I don't trust Source D. Although it comes from a third party, it does not give a balanced view about globalization. Instead, it states only the positive outcomes and impacts. Hence, it is only one-sided and a tendency for it to be biased, making it unreliable. Hence, I do not trust it.
Jiaying, if you don't believe me, take this picture now, and then you go, if you got time, refer back to your exam paper. If you were to write this part here, you would got 1 to 2 marks with you. So that is the part you only write like this. We are saying something, therefore I don't trust. Remember you put like that, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. 如果你在家做几个, that goes to Wang Kang, Mian Mian, Galvin, and Raymond. So you don't just write like that. So Mami, because I don't like my friend, therefore I don't want to hold hand with her or with him during assembly. Imagine kindergarten student talk like that, Galvin. Galvin, look at me before looking at Xingyuan. Right, Raymond true not? Wang Kang, when you are kindergarten, Mami, 我不要跟他牵手，他很坏蛋，所以我不要跟他牵手。为什么？因为妈咪她讲王刚肥肥很 Q，maybe 王刚以前 kindergarten 很肥很 Q 啊，所以王刚 angry 王刚那现在你不肥啊 你只是胖了而已。Sorry. Okay, are you gonna kill me? Come, hit me, baby, one more time. Take a jokes, come on, guys, please. Okay, right? Don't be so serious. You can disturb me. I got no hair. Fine, carry on. Okay. Got one student say, Uncle Raymond went to the beauty salon to beautify his hair. But unfortunately, no matter how he beautified his hair, he doesn't think to be very beautiful. Awkward. Okay. 王康，我最多 disturb 你多3个月，就不会 disturb 你了吗？你就 graduate 了。Okay, same as Gavin and Raymond. Okay, I cannot disturb Raymond because he has the same name like me. So if I disturb Raymond, I'm disturbing myself. Just kidding. Okay, joke aside. Okay, that's very serious. Okay, take note of these 3 things. Please, take note of these 3 things. Take a picture, whatever. When you do reliability, you must frame. You must check. And this one. You miss that part, yeah. You miss this part here. Okay. You must have cross-reference. For goodness sake, when you do reliability, you must cross-reference. If you're not going to do that, the examiner will be very angry with you. Trust me, okay? Confirms job stand inside. You see, determine what you're checking, info and code. Then, okay, I will take this as a broken record. I will keep repeating this maybe in July and August before your final year exam. I will bring out this slide again, just in case before your prelim or even before my face-to-face part 2 exam. So very simple. Jia Ying, Gavin, Raymond. Once I mark your paper, there's 2 tries. One is to come back to me as a consulting timing. You know consulting, right? You can come and see me face-to-face. Or another one is that I can scan and send it to you, of course. That one no problem. Then we can discuss during lessons or offline also can anytime. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to talk so much of this. I want to see your answer if possible. Okay. Before I go, and before you're going to do something else for the homework, which I hope you can do it. Hey, where's my? Where's my lesson? Yep. So we done this one. This one is very important. Seriously, thanks to Jia Ying. Because of your that one, I purposely took this and just like 12了. I use globalization at the same time. This one reliability skill, which is also remember that one the last part. So I think from now on you will drill to your head already. You know what to do already. Confirm you can score from there. Okay, touch wood, unless you got no time to do. So this one, extract 1 and 2 was the last year paper from one of my ex-students. So I hope we can go through this next week. And if you really got nothing much to do after you completed all your school homework and then you are not going for holidays, please do these 2 questions. Because I feel that the answer is just to share with you. To share the answer with you for a while. So it give you a head start. What is the actual? Where's my this one? Yes. Okay. You see, respond A and B. You see, the teacher will mark the paper in this way. See, I like the teachers will mark this paper here. Okay, very good. Just a quick one. Just a quick one like that. Okay. And how many pages? 11 pages. So this is the actual students exam paper where the teacher go through with them, and I have the thank God I have the honors and privilege to go through this paper with him. By the way, this guy is my good friend's son. He scored a C5, C6, and I think his O level was B3 or B4. Why? 2 things, Jia Ying. He admit his handwriting. Number 2, time management. But because of the C5 or C6 to B4 or B3, I can't remember, it's around there. Because we got another subject, correct, or 2 subjects, history and social study. So his handwriting is seriously, look at his handwriting, you can see that. This is his handwriting. Maybe you can read his handwriting. Seriously, this is handwriting. Literally his handwriting, writing like that. Raymond, seriously, I make it bigger.
Wait, what? I can't see.
Exactly. It's preventive and response measure. Hey, why should I tell you the answer? Damn it. You're going to do this paper. You trick me. Raymond, you naughty boy. Oh, yes.
What the hell?
你看这是什么 ？Raise awareness. Does it look like double S or 绵绵 ？Does it look like SS here？ 看得到吗 ？Awareness help SG no power. This one like power 呢？哦，王康，我看你等一下变成奶奶王康跟奶奶佳莹，带老花了。Oh my goodness， 这就是他 handwriting 嘞。Seriously。I can show you his homework lah, but I'm not sure now. This is just because okay. Yeah, supportive, responsive. Does it look like responsive? Can you imagine if this paper 绵绵 is going to send to Cambridge 那个老外在跟他改这个卷子 Cambridge, the examiner is going to mark the paper and look at his handwriting. Oh my goodness. Good luck to him lah. But anyway, he passed already. He's now in poly already. It took me a while to really test his patiently get hold his handwriting. Okay, so